Welcome to the Jenna Em Channel. Today we have an incredible Metagross GX deck for you. It has 250 HP, it's steel or metal type, and it has a very cool ability indeed. It's called Geotech System. Once during your turn before your attack, you may attach a psychic or steel type energy card from your discard pile to your active Pokemon. So not your bench Pokemon, but your active Pokemon. What is cool about this ability is if you have a couple of Metagross GXs just hanging out, you can use this ability multiple times, one for each Metagross GX that you have. For 3 energies, it does Giga Hammer for 150. Now, it's not the most powerful attack, but there's also another downfall, which is this Pokemon can't use Giga Hammer during your next turn. Do keep this in mind. What I like to do is I like to retreat, bring in another Metagross GX, and I like to use the ability Geotech Systems to attach a couple more energies to the new Metagross GX. And here's its GX attack called Algorithm GX for 1 energy. Search your deck for up to 5 cards and put them into your hand. That's any 5 cards you want. Then shuffle your deck. This is very interesting, and it's a great way to quickly grab for cards. You can use a rare candy to quickly evolve from the basic Pokemon to this stage 2 card, and then you can use Algorithm GX with absolutely any energy. Its weakness is fire, it's resistant to psychic, its retreat cost is 3. Also in this deck is a Metang, because you need a stage 1 if you want to eventually evolve to the stage 2. It has 90 HP, it's a steel type. For 1 energy, it does Ram for 20. For 3 energies, it does Core Beam for 80. Discard a steel type energy from this Pokemon. Of course, you get this energy back and you use the ability Geotech System. Here's a Beldum. This one has, for 1 energy, Core Beam. Discard a steel type energy from this Pokemon. Again, as I mentioned, you get it back with that ability called Geotech System. It does 20 damage. Its HP is 60. Its retreat cost is 1. The retreat cost for Metang, I forgot to mention, is 3. And here's a Cobalion that I threw in this deck. It has 120 HP, steel type as well. It does Quick Guard. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon can't use Quick Guard during your next turn, so remember that. For 2 energies, it does Revenge Blast for 30 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So wait to use Cobalion, and let's say your opponent has taken 5 prize cards, and that's the time to use Revenge Blast. Weak to fire, resistant to psychic, its retreat cost is 2. I also have another neat card in this deck that I'd like to show you. It's Jirachi, steel type, HP 70, and this one is from Roaring Skies. For 1 energy, it does Diminutive Desire. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put 1 of them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. And you've seen me use Doom Desire before, but I'm going to tell you how this works with a Metagross GX, okay? Discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. The defending Pokemon is knocked out at the end of your opponent's next turn. Now, while that is awesome, what I like about this is it forces you to discard energies into the discard pile, which means that Metagross GX can use it for its ability, and then you have energies in the discard pile to go and power up the Metagross GX. So I like this card. It's easy to use. It has a retreat cost of 1. Its weakness is fire, and its psychic resistance. Also in this deck is an Aegislash EX. It's steel type, 170 HP. I like it for its ability Mighty Shield. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from each of your opponent's Pokemon that has special energy attached to it. For 3 energies, it does Slash Blast for 40 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each steel type energy attached to this Pokemon. It is weak to fire type, it's resistant to steel type, and its retreat cost is 3. Lastly, in this deck is Delmise from Pokemon Guardians Rising. It is Psychic type with HP 120. It is here only for its ability, which is called Steel Worker. Your Steel type Pokemon's attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. Now, you can stack these abilities again, so if you have 2 Delmises sitting on your bench, it will do 20 more damage, or 30 more damage, or 40 more damage, so it's a really cool card. It's weak to Dark type, it's resistant to Fighting type, and its retreat cost is 2. So let's have a peek at our trainer cards. We've got a Field Blower here. And here's Battle Compressor Team Flare gear. It is very strategic to use with Metagross GX. If you have not discarded any energies yet into your discard pile, you get to search your deck for up to 3 cards and discard them, such as 3 energies, and then you shuffle your deck afterwards. So obviously you can use it with the ability Geotech systems, and you can just take those energies out of the discard pile immediately. Here's Escape Rope. Here's my Versus Seeker's Secret Rare to pull out a supporter card. Here's Level Ball. Now this is good for getting a Beldum or a Metang because they're both 90 HP or less. So that's very useful to have a deck where there's so many evolutions in your hand. Here's Versus Seeker again, and Rare Candy. In case you don't know what Rare Candy does, it allows you to go from the basic straight to the Stage 2 card and skip that middle step. Here's Level Ball again, and Heavy Ball. This will allow me to search for the Metagross GX because it does have a retreat cost of 3 or more. Here's the Battle Compressor Team Flare Gear again, Professor's Letter, and Reverse Valley. Now this card is very useful. It's a stadium card and you get to decide which way it flips. If you flip it the way you see it now, pretty much this player's dark type Pokemon do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, and this way here, if this card faces you, your steel type Pokemon get 10 less damage done to them. So that's the way I turn it. I flip it so this one over here faces me, so 10 less damage is done to all my steel type Pokemon, which is awesome. Professor Birch's Observations, Lysander, again Professor Birch's Observations, Pokemon Center Lady, Wally, which allows you to just double evolve in one turn, another Wally, Lysander again, Skyla, and Choice Band, which does an extra 30 damage to Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX. And in terms of energies, I've attached this special energy, which is called Shield Energy. This card can only be attached to Steel or Metal type Pokemon. Any damage done to the Steel type Pokemon this card is attached to by an opponent's attack is reduced by 10. I also have other Steel type energies, although I have Delmise, which is a Psychic type, which is only used for its ability. So let's find an opponent now, shall we? All right, game on. We're matched up immediately. It is a Psychic and Water type deck. It's actually, I should say, it is Water and Normal type deck. I'm seeing things. Okay, call the coin flip. It is a Mega Metagross coin that I'm using right here. I'm going to call heads. And we're head to head with Sephiroth Koff. He's choosing who will go first. Sephiroth Koff. Okay. And here come our cards. We don't have any basic Pokemon, unfortunately, so we'll have to redraw our hand. Look who he has. He has Team Skull Grunt. He has some energies. Max Elixir, Evisoda, Pokemon Center Lady, and the surprise, which is Brione. Let's give it another go, and so will Sephiroth Koff. That's a tongue twister, his name for sure. Do my best to pronounce it though. And we'll put out Delmise with ability Steel Worker. I usually like to sit it on my bench and I don't like it to come out. However, here it is. And we're head to head with Sephiroth Koff's starting Pokemon. Will he put some out on his bench? He does not, and here come our prize cards. And for him, we're head to head with Lapras GX with Collect, Blizzard Burn, and Ice Beam GX. All right. He's attached a Water type energy to Lapras GX. I'm a big fan of this card. Here's Town Map, so he's going to show all his prize cards to himself and also to us. Let's see. He has a Shaman EX in there. And he pulls out another Lapras GX. Goes on the bench, and he's using Max Elixir to quickly power up the benched Lapras. And he's going to discard 2 energies because with Team Skull Grunt, great card. Doesn't he know that it's perfect for me because you just put 2 Steel type energies in my discard pile and they'll be ready for my Metagross GX attack. All right, let's put Jirachi on the bench. Let's use Skyla right now to go and search for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. We'll pull out Level Ball and we'll look for a Beldum. Oh, Beldum. There he is, and he's a reverse holo Beldum, looking even better. He does core beam for 20 damage, but you have to discard an energy, and I really don't want to. So let's put him out there. I can use Wally on the next turn. So why don't we just use Versus Seeker right now to go and pull out Skyla again. Reverse Hollow Skyla. She's coming back into our hand. And I think I'm going to just start powering up this Beldum over here. And I'm going to end my turn. Delmise versus Lapras GX. We're not going to be using Anchor Shot, as I mentioned. It's pretty cool, though. It causes your opponent's Pokemon to not be able to retreat. There we go. He's attaching a second energy, Sephiroth Cough, and he's putting out Rough Seas, which I do not want out there. He's using the Collect attack to draw 3 cards. It's our turn. Battle Compressor. I don't need to go and bury energies because we have got some in the discard pile already. All right. Why don't we use Skyla right now to go and find another level ball? I'm hoping for one. There is another, and then we can use... Oh. Actually, let's just take a look at what we have there. I'll just do that. I'll just pull out the level ball. And we'll go search for Metang right now. There we go. There's Metang. We're going to put it in our hands, and then we're going to just evolve Beldum to Metang. And we're just one step away from having a Metagross GX, which will be absolutely awesome. Let's end our turn. Poor Delmise is going to demise. We have either Blizzard Burn or Ice Beam GX coming next. It will have to be Blizzard Burn, though. Okay, he's using Professor's Letter. He's looking... Oh, Max Elixir. They're all coming quickly here. And he used Trainer's Mail before to search the top 4 cards of his deck for a Trainer's card. He's using his Professor's Letter. There are 2 energies. 2 Water-type energies. There we go for Lapras GX, and he's using N. We will get 6 cards. Unfortunately, we lose that Wally. But we'll get 6 new cards, 1 for each of our prize cards. I'm going to get rid of that Rough Seas card. He's using Versus Seeker. He's going to pull out a supporter card. It will be Team Skull Grunt. Here comes Blizzard Burn. Poor Delmise. He's going to the bottom of the discard ocean. I need to use Diminutive Desire in just a quick moment. Okay, so let's see. Let's go put out Reverse Valley. We're going to flip it so the card benefits us, which will give us an extra 10 damage when we attack his Pokemon, and the other way it gives an extra 10 damage to anyone who's attacking with a Dark type Pokemon. Alright, so there we go. There goes Rough Seas. I'm going to go and attach this energy here to Jirachi. I'm going to, let's see, put another Jirachi on my bench. I don't need Field Blower. Don't need Rare Candy right now. Let's use Professor Birch's observations and hope for a heads. We get a tail, so we get 4 cards. Ooh, but there's a Metagross GX, so life is sweet and peachy. So let's put Metagross GX here, and let's do a GX Evolution! Woohoo! Ooh, I know what I'm going to do right now. Okay. I'm going to attach a Choice Band to Metagross GX. And do I put Cobalion on the bench yet? I'm not going to. Why don't we go and use this awesome ability, Geotech Systems. Let's go attach this Steel-type energy to Jirachi GX. And let's do Doom Desire. Lapras GX will either be knocked out on the end by the end of his next turn, or he'll have to retreat. So let's see. What do you choose? Doom Desire! We've discarded our energies, so they're in our discard pile ready for a Metagross there. What will you do, Sephiroth Cough? He's gone and powered up that Lapras GX. He's retreating, and wisely so. And Lapras GX comes out, but you lost a lot of energies there. He's using Evosoda. And it's a Brione. Team Skull Grunt is coming out. Goodbye, sweet energy. Are you going to save your GX attack? I'm guessing yes. It's Blizzard Burn. You can't attack on your next turn though, so that's really good. Let's bring out Metagross GX. I don't want to put Cobalion out yet, but I'm going to use Geotech Systems right now to go and attach a Steel-type energy to Metagross GX. And I have to say it's a wonderful time for us to use our GX attack, which is Algorithm GX. Search your deck for up to 5 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can't use more than one GX attack in a game. Remember, we've got a Cobalion and we have a rare candy, so let's work around that. And Algorithm GX. Let's choose for any 5 cards. One will be a Beldum. Metagross GX. Aegislash, hold on, do you have any, you have no special energies attached. We don't need to worry about that, okay. Oh, we need the rare candy, right? Rare candy, and we have one more card. It can be, I say it's always nice to have an escape rope, all right? So let's bring them into our hand and hope he has no end card or we are in trouble. There we go. It is his turn. He has not done his GX attack, which is Ice Beam GX, which would paralyze me. Here comes the Dive Ball. He's going to search for a Water-type Pokemon. I had wanted to bring out Wally. He's using Team Flare Grunt to discard an energy. He's using Shaman EX right now. He's drawing cards until he has 6 in his hand. So right now I'm going to put Beldum out. I'm going to put out Aegislash. I'm going to save Aegislash actually. I'm going to use the escape rope right now. He's switching in the Lapras with 2 energies. I'm going to bring in Jirachi, and I'm going to use Metagross GX's ability, Geotech Systems. I'm going to attach an energy to my Jirachi. What I would really, really like right now would be a Wally. Let's put Aegislash out on the bench. I don't want to lose it, so let's do Diminutive Desire and search the top 7 cards of my deck and put 1 into my hand. Metagross GX, oh what a temptation. Field Blower, Professor's Letter, Pokemon Center Lady, or we have a couple of energies. Why don't I get a Shield Energy? Let's see. Will I regret any of these choices? Okay, that should be fine. Shield Energy would be good too. I could use some energy, it's just true. You're going to go knock out poor Jirachi? Okay, Bridget. He's going to search for 3 basic Pokemon, which could include 3 GXs if he wants. He grabs out a Tauros GX. Here's Blizzard Burn. And we're going to return the flavor. We're going to return the favor right now, but he's saving his attack. So let's put out Metagross GX. Let's attach special Shield Energy here. I've got a rare candy. I cannot forget that. Let's evolve over here to another Metagross GX. GX Evolution! Woohoo! And it's a full art. We can use Geotech Systems to go and attach an energy to that Metagross. We can use the second one to do the same, to attach another one to the same Metagross. It has to be attached to your active Pokemon. None of your bench Pokemon, by the way. And now it's time to do a Giga Hammer for 150. Boom! Metagross GX versus Lapras GX. Which one is your favorite? It really... Oh, that did 180 because of the choice bend. It just needs 10 more before it's KO'd. Whew. Quick Guard. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Goodbye, Lapras. Here's another one. Okay, you're going to do your GX attack? Because I have something up my sleeve. Alright. So 140 damage has been rendered to Metagross GX. I'm going to attach this special energy to this benched Metagross GX Full Art. I'm going to retreat this one over here. It takes 3 energies to retreat. I'll bring out that one. 1, 2, and 3. And I forgot this energy does an extra 10 damage, doesn't it? No, it actually reduces their attack. That's what it does. Okay. Now, we've got this new Metagross GX here. We can use this Geotech system ability and attach it to our active Metagross GX, which has no damage on it. We get to use the ability again. Let's go and attach the energies. Now we have an energy pool in here from our discard pile. We can put Cobalion on the bench. And why don't we go and... oh, the escape rope is so important, but I could really use 4 cards or 7 cards. Fingers crossed for heads. Heads. Good, good, good. And it's a choice band again. Alright, so let's do Giga Hammer and do 180 damage to Lapras GX from Metagross GX. You're almost knocked out also. It is, look at all these goons. Tauros GX, Shaman EX, Primarina GX, Lapras GX. He's taken 3 prize cards. I've taken none, but it's time for me to start claiming some. He's using Lysander, and who is he going to bring out? I think you can figure out who. Poor Metagross GX. And Quick Guard would be an awesome attack to do. Let's see, he's retreating. He's bringing out this Lapras GX. He's doing collect. He got a few extra cards. I'm going to attach a card to, and actually an energy to Cobalion, and I'm going to use Metagross right now to go power up that Metagross. Using its ability Geotech Systems. Going to do it again. And I have a choice of using Skyla, or I can go and heal myself. Skyla, Skyla, Skyla. Healing myself when... oh, I say I try to heal myself a bit. Yes, yes. Let's try. Let's go use Giga Hammer for 180. It's going to be, and say goodbye to that Lapras GX and claim 2 amazing prize cards. Goodbye, Lapras GX. Here's 2 prize cards for us, finally. Metang and a Heavy Ball. And we're head-to-head with Tauros GX, and you know you need to knock it out. And 100 and... oh, you're only going to do 60 to me, silly guy. I'm going to do one-shot KO when I bring out this Metagross GX. Oh, Skyla, I have something. I have a job for you. I know what you need to take out of your purse, and it is going to be a field blower to blow off that tool card. Tierno, draw 3 cards. Here comes one attack. Alright, I'm going to attach an energy here so I'm not energy less. I'm going to retreat. Actually. And let's bring out, well, let's see, 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. I actually should have just left the energy on. Alright, I'm going to bring out that one. We're also going to use Skyla to go and get Field Blower to blow off that card from Tauros GX, because we have to do one-shot KO here. Here goes the Field Blower, so he's only 180 HP, not more. As this will do 180 as it is. I don't need to use Heavy Ball right now, but I'm going to use Geotech Systems as I should have done before. I'm going to attach 1 energy to that Metagross GX that's going to have to retreat soon. And I'm going to do the same. Use Geotech Systems again to give that Metagross GX some energies. And now it's time to say goodbye to Tauros GX, Metagross GX versus Tauros GX. Here comes the Giga Hammer. It's going to do a total of 180 because of the choice band. And that's the way to put a bull to sleep for sure. Now we're ahead. They need to take 3 prize cards. We need to go and take 2. And they conceded. I'm sorry they conceded because that was a really good game. And I really enjoyed playing them. There was like they had a really fierce army, so that can be intimidating sometimes, but just play your best game. And more importantly, as I tell you in each and every video, have fun. If you're not playing Pokemon TCGO, that's Pokemon Trading Card Game online, and having fun, then you're doing something wrong and you should change your game so you can enjoy yourself. What in the world did you think of our Metagross GX deck? I had such a tremendous time playing this deck, and I hope you had fun watching it too. If you did, would you take a moment to give us a thumbs up? We're so thankful for every time you give us a thumbs up, when you put a kind or supportive comment below, or when you press the subscribe button at the corner right. If you haven't pressed subscribe yet, would you just push this button here? We would really appreciate it very much. We value each and every one of you so much. It means the world to us. And hey, if you haven't pressed the notifications button yet, would you just take a moment to press it? It just lets you know whenever we've put out a video and you won't miss any. Thanks for watching, and bye.